He's such a great comic. He's the most hilarious. Oh, I wish I could tell Lorne Michaels all about him.
Pauly Shore, is that what you're trying to say? Man, I've gotten a lot of things these days, but I had not got Pauly Shore. Don't mind the New York guy. They're East Coast first off, and also, courtesy to the guy, but it's a hater thing. That's all. Thing about haters is you can collect them like Pokemon cards. I like the glittery haters, man. They're the best. They read you basically. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know what I'm saying? I know RuPaul does. I saw RuPaul host SNL. It was wonderful. Lorne, you are an amazing scout. You know what you're doing. I mean, the thing about the East Coast guy, like he's not here to laugh, but so it's gay for pay, but the terminology for what he's talking about, it's called gay for play. It's very simple stuff, you know? You want to have sex with a lady, that's cool. You might have to do her dude might have to get attended to by you. There's potential there, right? It helps when they stick around, though. I mean, I might not be right, but I'm certain I'm not wrong about that. I like to stay to the end of a show. I like to show up on time. If I get shows, I make sure that I'm always there. And I never mess with the producer. You know what I mean? Like, that's the important thing. You don't want to mess with the production. You don't want to mess with the sponsors. You definitely do not want to mess with the sponsors ever. Censorship's okay by me, 2021 especially. I have a perfect record. Everything I do for Lorne Michaels, it gives me a reason to get out of bed in the morning. I spend a lot of time in the bed, sometimes too long, right? Get up for the chinchilla in the back. You know what I mean? Our chili chinchilla. On the 31st, there's going to be a special birthday at Accidental Chaos. It's a wonderful thing. They were nice to me. The Renegades Fun had to go have fun at the Improv instead of in this park with everyone. There was an elderly couple that walked by earlier, and I thought, I bet they got vaccinated just to prevent things like this. Like, they're so sick of their nightly walk. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful old couple. I thought I should smile for them in case they knew somebody like Lorne Michaels, is what I'm talking about here. You never know who knows Lorne Michaels, you know. He could be God. Yeah, well, no, more appropriately, he is a Leibowitz, but I only learned that recently reading novel. You know, it's important things. No cards, writing things down, that was discussed earlier, right? I was gonna say you kind of remind me of like Howie Mandel if he was more funny, you know? That's a big compliment, you know? It's like a sideburn, you know? I believe in compliment battles, Lorne. I think it's wonderful. Like everyone roasts each other, they get hard on each other, but comics are so butthurt lately. They can't stand it. Don't Gillis me, Lorne. But that's the whole thing, right? Am I wrong? I mean, comics are sensitive people these days. Hey man, I love Bobby's World personally growing up. The guy was talking about the Smurfs, you know? I got a joke about the Smurfs. It's like, anyone know the Snorks? That's the question, right? You know, the Snorks, they were the undersea ones that could play music. I like music an awful lot. I saw Rakim and Jazzy Jeff on tour right now. Everybody who can get a chance to see that show should definitely see it. Rakim was amazing. Jazzy was amazing. I've never heard a more beautiful performance. It was wonderful, you know? It was a good show. I got my shirt signed, the future player. That's what I am. I'm the future player, an homage to 1975 players who were not ready for prime time. Neither am I, realistically. I need a little training, and I trust you, Lorne. I really do. Everything I do for Lorne Michaels. That's the future players society, not first-person shooter video games and not frames per second. I definitely haven't buffered yet, have I? You would stumble if you was unprofessional. Lord, I'm very professional. There's like maybe 5 people and my friend's making out with this girl on and off and then playing soccer. You know, earlier, Lorne, I smoked these things so I'm not as cancerous. And this woman came up to me. She came up to me and she goes, oh, it's nice jersey. I'm going to close out with a Jersey story, I promise. So, not Jersey story, though, because he left. You get what I'm saying? He was from New York, Lorne. I'm good with the New York people. I tagged him. I did everything right. But this lady, she started with the jersey. Told me then she has Saint Bernard or not whatever. Dog's not important. Cut the fat, kid. I'm still learning. So, this woman informed me. First, she started talking about, oh, I just got a church down the street. I'm like, oh, this is normal. I'm used to this thing. Mind you, the dog had obviously tried to chew his way from the leash. because the leash literally had the bite marks and everything. I thought she might have been homeless because she was like, where do you live? I'm like, around the corner there. Oh, I used to live up around there. And I'm thinking, you just pointed to the abandoned building, lady. You know what I mean? Literally. So I'm like, she's probably a little whacked out, and crazy rubs off, so you got to be careful. But then, you know what she wanted to talk to me about? She said, you should, your body's a temple. You shouldn't smoke those. You'll get popcorn lung. I was thinking, popcorn. I know you like popcorn, Lorne, because Norm Macdonald should get a second season. That was a wonderful interview. I learned a lot. It was a wonderful thing. You look like a great guy. I can't wait to meet you. You know, I haven't technically got no lights, but I have plenty. I got my shit kicked out a few times. Like, that's the thing. I don't know, he's not paying as much attention either. But, you know, I had my bell rung a few times. It happens. It happens, you know? Like, people see me and they presume things. Like, I get Billie Eilish a lot. It's more like boyo Irish. Right. I'm American, Irish, Scottish. That's cool. Thank you. So I promised the jersey thing. So, here's the thing. Here's the story of how I got this jersey. All right. First off, the rabbit wasn't gonna use it. Okay. Do you understand? The rabbit wasn't gonna use the jersey. So I figured it's very authentic. It'll be okay. Did I mention the rabbit was dead? And there was like this elderly white gentleman laughing and crying and singing over the corpse of the rabbit. And the buckshot rifle was still smoking, so I was fairly certain not to fuck with him, right? Singing, oh, I fucked the rabbit, I fucked the rabbit. Terrible impression, you know? I fucked the rabbit. Did I mention that he was having sex with the rabbit? Pretty crazy shit, but I figured the rabbit won't need the jersey, you know? So I grabbed the jersey, I put the jersey on, and what else? I literally came up with this on the whim. Yeah, he fucked the rabbit. That's the point. That's funny, right? That's pretty funny. Oh, yeah. So I have a lot of moles, but you can't tell now, so that's not as funny. So for the gentleman in the house who shit on women for punchlines and shit on women in general, I'm very pro-woman, Lorne. I think it's terrible, the way these males treat women.
Oh, I see.
And I want to say this for all the males. I want you all to understand something. I discovered why, most important of all, we need to make sure that we always let women have the last word in everything. And it's very simple, boys. Thanks for the claps, Danny. I appreciate that. This is a good guy. The thing is, they're the ones with the periods. That's all. You got to give the women the last word because they have the periods. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you letting me close out in the park.
Woo! All right.
That was JD, everybody. Give it up for JD Bugs.
Now the question is, did I film myself or did it cut off?
I think that's it. I think we're